Xiao Yan arrived at the Gu clan not only to see Sooner and participate in the Young Talents competition. Yes, that was also extremely important. After all, by defeating General Yuhao, he proved his strength and his right to be here. But even more important was that Xiao Yan would enter the heavenly tomb, where the remains of his ancestor, Xiao Xian, rested. This would play a key role in his future development. This tomb is a sacred site of the Gu clan and a forbidden area. Only members of the 8 ancient clans are allowed to enter. Others do not possess such qualification. The heavenly tomb has existed since ancient times. Many graves of powerful experts are located there. It opens once every 20 years. Although the tomb lies within the Gu realm, members of all 8 ancient clans have the right to enter, according to an ancient agreement. The tomb of Xiao Xian is also located inside. When the time came for the tomb to open, Xiao Yan, as a member of the ancient Xiao clan, was allowed to enter as well. Countless ancient experts were buried there. Their souls had long since vanished, but their energy had transformed into powerful spiritual bodies. Some of these bodies even retained a portion of their intelligence. Thus, the journey into the heavenly tomb was filled with danger and risk. It is divided into 3 levels, where even living beings of the venerable warrior level can be found. The energy bodies on the first level are no stronger than a 3-star venerable warrior. They simply wander around without awareness and are easy to deal with. On the second level, the energy bodies range in power between the 3rd and 8th stars, making them more difficult to defeat. On the 3rd level, the strength of the entities is roughly equal to that of experts at the high stage of the venerable warrior class. There are even some ancient experts who, during their lifetime, reached the level of Saint Do Shang. Rarely does anyone dare to venture into the 3rd level without absolute confidence. And most importantly, these spiritual bodies can be absorbed. In fact, absorbing them is even easier than absorbing medicinal pills. This place is truly a treasure trove. Xiao Yan learned that the tomb of his ancestor, Xiao Xian, was located in the deepest part of the 3rd level. Even among Gu clan members, few dared to go so far. By the way, this time around, people from nearly all the ancient clans entered the heavenly tomb, including the Han clan, since it is one of the 8 ancient clans. There were people from the Yao clan, the Lei clan, the Shi clan, and others as well. Massive spatial gates emitting a bright, ancient aura appeared in the sky. Xiao Yan stared at the gates between heaven and earth in amazement. He entered alongside Gu Sooner. Almost immediately, they began hunting energy cores and absorbing them to increase their strength. Xiao Yan estimated that at this rate, he would reach 6-star venerable warrior within just a few months. Training in the heavenly tomb was extremely effective. However, there was a limit. One could stay inside for only 3 years, which was equivalent to about half a year in the outside world. Since time inside was slowed, training there for 3 full years would significantly increase one's strength. And only half a year would pass outside. Just imagine what an opportunity this was. Of course, while Xiao Yan and Sooner trained in the heavenly tomb, many interesting events occurred. Battles with enemies and even clashes with the Han clan. We might cover that in a separate video. But for now, let's focus on the tomb of Xiao Xian, the legendary ancestor of the Xiao clan. How will Xiao Yan meet him? In the heavenly tomb, Xiao Yan encountered 2 saint-level entities from the Han clan. One can only imagine how intense the battle was. Even heaven-class techniques had no effect on them. And just at that moment, a voice filled with ancient aura echoed across the skies. So, remnants of the Han clan still linger within the heavenly tomb. The space around the 2 saints began to collapse. Xiao Xian. The experts of the Han clan were struck with horror the moment they recognized the owner of that ancient voice. The space in front of Xiao Yan and the Gu clan members distorted, and a man emerged from the passageway. His black hair reached his shoulders, and his eyes resembled deep pools of endless wisdom. He didn't appear outwardly extraordinary, but his presence alone made it feel like no one present could withstand a single strike from him. The Han clan. Such a loathsome bloodline. Though those 2 saints possessed incredible power, this man stood at the peak of the continent. Only a few could match him in battle. After eliminating the 2 troublesome foes, Xiao Xian finally turned around. He looked at everyone present, and only at the very end did his gaze settle on Xiao Yan. The blood in Xiao Yan's veins surged faster. He stared at his ancestor. Their eyes met. At last, someone from the Xiao clan has arrived. My long wait was not in vain. Xiao Xian appeared right before Xiao Yan. The young man bowed deeply in the traditional Xiao clan manner. Xiao Yan greets the ancestor. The ancestor smiled warmly and gently patted Xiao Yan on the head. Xiao Yan had always suspected that his ancestor was an extraordinary figure. Suner and the others bowed respectfully to Xiao Xian as well. They clearly understood that even the current head of the Gu clan, Gu Yuan, had to show this man the utmost respect. I suppose you have many questions, don't you? Follow me. I have waited for this day for so long, the ancestor said in a warm tone to Xiao Yan. He led him to his tomb, located at the very heart of the heavenly tomb. It was an ancient stone platform standing alone on the ground. Xiao Xian took Xiao Yan, and they entered. As the blinding light slowly faded, Xiao Yan opened his eyes and saw an ancient house before him. He hadn't expected such a mysterious space to be hidden within a simple stone platform. It now became clear why such a powerful saint had chosen this place as his resting ground. In the center of a vast square stood Xiao Xian. Can you tell me the current state of the Xiao clan? Xiao Yan hesitated for a moment, but then decided to speak the truth. The Xiao clan no longer exists. Only a weakened Xiao family remains. Xiao Yan carefully chose his words, but ultimately explained the recent situation in detail. Xiao Xian nodded after listening. His face revealed no emotion. The decline of the Xiao clan was within my expectations. At least some descendants survived, so it wasn't total destruction. He seemed to be recalling the past of the Xiao clan and soon regained his calm. Xiao Yan then asked if Xiao Xian was still alive. If the ancestor could still exist in some form, the clan might rise again. With such a powerful expert, even the Han clan would have to tread carefully. Xiao Xian looked at Xiao Yan. He slowly shook his head and began his story. What you see before you is no more than a fragment of my soul. Before my death, I asked certain people to send me into the heavenly tomb. Since then, I've remained here in this form, waiting for your arrival. However, my freedom is restricted by the very structure of the heavenly tomb. If I leave it, I will disappear instantly. What will happen next? What will Xiao Xian do? We'll explore that in the future. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to the channel and see you soon. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and see you next time.